to show you how I made on my layout this really cute Polaroid frame with the cutout word spring. I know it's early for spring, but I designed this project for a display at the recent CHA trade show this weekend actually. So I'm headed out there tomorrow. I can't wait to leave this weather behind me. And I used Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Adhesive Sheets to make that frame. And you can get them in different sizes. These are the 12 by 12 size. You get 5 in a package. And they look like this. They are yellow and they have a backing. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. First, I'm going to show you how simple it is to design your own Polaroid frame for any size photo, really. So let's turn on our machine. I'll get my screen down so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll zoom in. All right, here's our opening screen. I'm going to choose pattern. I will go into basic shapes and I will choose a square. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. It'll be easier to work with. And set. And I will add a second square. Set. All right. Now I'm going to put this square inside of this square. So I don't want this to be a square. I'm going to high tap it so it's highlighted in red. I will go to this top button and I will click this button. That's my resizing button. Now I only want it to make it the height longer, or to make it taller into a rectangle. So I will choose this button. That's for sizing only one of the dimensions. So I will just click height and make it into rectangle. I'll play with this. So it's 6.5 inches almost. And then I'll click OK. Now I'll go back to this square and drag it into that box. And you can see I instantly have my Polaroid frame. I do want to make this slightly smaller. So I will click, just adjust it. All right, I'll click OK. There, I have a square within a rectangle, and I have the bottom section a little bit larger because I want to put a word there. Actually, I'm going to, I'll leave it like this. So I'm going to click OK. Now I will go back and choose both of the shapes, click OK, and I want to unify them. I don't want them to move. I'm not welding them, I'm unifying them. So I'm going to click this button. OK to unify, OK. Now it's one piece. Now here's a trick I want to show you. I'm going to place this in the center of my mat. And this is a small screen to design on. That's why using the computer and Canvas software is very handy. But I'm going to stay with this screen and I'm going to resize this as large as I can. Well, like that for now. Okay. Now I will choose OK, and now I'm going to add the word spring. I will go into my fonts. I will choose this font, and then I will type SPRING, click OK, and my spring is 6 inches wide. That's too big, so I will just make it smaller for now. Oop. Okay. Click set, and there it has added my spring. Now you can see why making this bigger makes this so much easier. So I will place my spring in here, kind of centered, it doesn't matter. And when it's highlighted, I will go back and I will resize it bigger. Okay, now let's zoom in and see how that looks. Is that centered? Maybe a bit to the right. So I will click my moving buttons and I will move it slightly to the right. Now I could make it bigger and look at it again, and I think that looks good. So you can type any word in here. Of course, if it's too long, it's not going to fit, but you could put spring, summer, winter, fall, any of the seasons, and you're good to go. All right, so there I have my Polaroid frame, but I'm not finished yet. I'm going to stay in the screen, choose my bounding boxes. I want everything outlined. Click OK, and then I'm going to unify this because I don't want my spring to move. OK to unify. OK. Now I have my whole Polaroid frame, and it's designed. I can see it well, and I can make it as small and as large as I want to. So I'm going to make it approximately 4 inches wide for now, and it's almost 5 inches high. I'll put it there on my mat, and I will actually make it a little bit smaller and click OK. So that's the design with the machine. Now what am I going to do to cut it out? Okay, now before I cut out my design, instead of using my plain piece of paper, I have a piece of Heidi Swap pattern paper from September Skies. I'm going to grab my adhesive sheets, and again these are 12 by 12, but you know my design is smaller. So they look like this. They are yellow. This is a yellow liner, and what's great about them is they do have a piece at the top where you can easily peel it apart, like so. So I'm going to I cut a smaller piece for my frame because I don't need to use the whole sheet, and I will peel it off. The yellow will be discarded, and I'll simply place this on my pattern paper. There I go. And I'm going to burnish it and rub it, in other words, really hard so it stays on firmly. Then the easy part is I get my mat, I place it on the mat, and I always rub it very well so that it sticks to my mat. There we go. And now I'll show you how to cut it out. Okay, let's start with loading the mat. And you can see everything's lined up. It should cut from out of here. I hope it's small enough. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check the size again. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so I click OK, and I'm going to actually move my machine because it's going to hit my camera, my tripod. Click OK, cut, and I'm good to go. I unload my mat, and here is my cool frame. Now we're not done yet because remember this lighter color is the adhesive sheet. So I'll show you what to do next for the glitter part. Okay, here's my frame. I took a piece of just regular photocopy paper, and I'm going to show you the magic of glitter. So basically you just get a corner going, and you peel up off the backing like so. And I'm going to go slowly because otherwise the letters will rip off and then I'll be fiddling with them. I did that anyways. All right, Now try not to touch that because it is sticky. And I've got some fairy dust glitter. It's a Clear Snap product called Sugar Shimmer. So this is just clear glitter. It's designed more kind of, the designer is Donna Salazar. Isn't this cute? It looks like a salt shaker. Fun. And basically I'm just going to dump it all over, shake it and dump it all over my piece of paper. And then what is important to do, I know some of you don't like your glitter, but you should rub it on into the adhesive sheet. It's called burnishing. Again, anything kind of rubbing is called burnishing. Believe me, I have to deglitterify my studio and my desk all the time, and my clothes. Okay. So basically that's it. Now I have this beautiful pattern paper that is covered with shimmery glitter. And look at my hands. Yes, very pretty. So here's the frame and here's how it looks on my layout. Thanks for joining me.